Alright, so I definitely got to say that out of the entirety of this filler arc thus far, this is my favorite episode of this, new tuning exams and whatnot, because for starters, getting, of course, more broccoli, and more broccoli, in my opinion, is always good or whatever, and even though, yeah, we didn't technically need to see, the flashbacks of his backstory or whatever, I think getting those parts was just to parallel, like, how similar him and Shira's lives have been. Like, Shira went through the same shit. You can argue which way. Personally, I think Shira may have had it more fucked up than Lee because he couldn't even join the academy. Lee could, and at the end of the day, that's just a hell of a lot more of a crueler punishment. It's like, you want to be something, but you're not even allowed to be that. So when you look at it like that, to be honest with you, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, Shira had it bad. And to be honest with you, this episode overall, it was a pretty damn good episode. I honestly felt like it was probably the best out of this entire filler thus far. You got a lot of action in it. You got a little bit of advancement. I thought it was kind of funny how it set up this big fight, like 6-on-1 Rock Lee, and I really thought like Rock Lee was going to kick their ass, but at the end of the day, that was also to, I guess, showcase that as a taijutsu only user, he really can't do too much because like they can just genjutsu the shit out of him and fuck him up. And I don't know why this filler is trying to make Tenten act like if she's on his level or something. Like, of course we needed to come with something. Like, really? Tenten, please stop. And honestly, it just looked as though the other Sand Shinobi were jealous. Flat the hell out. I mean, that's exactly what it was, basically. He came, he was a nothing. They looked at him like he was shit. They made fun of him. And all of a sudden, he's getting recognized by the leader of the village. And they were like, salty. Because at the end of the day, success breeds jealousy in every given form. Any type of situation you throw it, people just get jealous when they see you having success. And nonetheless, him going from can't even, abide by the rules because if he does, he can't live his dream, to ultimately the Kazakage recognizing him, they were butthurt, honestly. And that's pretty sad of them. And in all honesty, this episode, like, Sand Shinobi weren't really all that. I respect the fact that at the end of the day, even though they were trying to do dirt, they ultimately admitted, alright, you know what, we fucked up, we lost, here you guys go. Maybe felt a little bit cheap because like they seemed like such pieces of shit to just all of a sudden, here's the scroll, but at the very least, they weren't complete dickheads at the end. And I guess this was also to showcase how much Gaara really wants to change, and it kind of always goes back to how Naruto changed him and made him think differently. Is like, I guess you could even go a little bit more deep into it. Like, at the end of the day, if I fucked up in the past, does that mean I can never be looked at as a decent person? Because, he was vicious, he killed people, all of the above and whatnot, and now he's trying to change his ways. And it's a legit, he's honestly trying to be a better person and be a good person because of Naruto. And of course, Naruto changes everybody or whatever, but I think that just showcases the development that Gaara had from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden and how he was different, and why, like, you go to the Kage Summit or whatever, the Kage Summit arc, and he was just more like looking at Sasuke like, I used to be just like you. And this is like the bridge. This is how he got to that point where he can tell Sasuke, I used to be like you, but I've changed. And then the setup at the end that we're seemingly going to get Lee versus Shira next episode. I'm looking forward to that. 2 taijutsu users. I love me some taijutsu. And again, overall, pretty awesome episode. Some of the animation actually look pretty decent in certain areas, and yeah, I just thoroughly as a fan enjoyed this filler episode, which again, I haven't been really loving this filler like that, to be honest with you, but this was a pretty damn good one. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. How did you feel about it? Did you feel as though the Sand Shinobi were just crusty, jealous ass motherfuckers? And how did you feel about seeing Shira's past? Do you think that he had it more fucked up than Lee because he couldn't join the academy and he wasn't even allowed to be a shinobi? And your overall thoughts of this? To be honest with you, again, I felt this was the best one of this filler thus far. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm Finette World, and as always, people, have an awesome day.